Hi Cheryl, Andy Taylor here, project manager with Red Rock Roofing, where we stand for greatness. I'm here at your home in 13221 Pearl Street in Thornton, Colorado, not Boulder. I'm going to do a quick inspection video for you. The first thing that I want to kind of point out is going to be the sand-like substance you'll notice in your gutter system. There is quite a bit there. It's mixed with a bunch of dirt and whatever else. But this is always the first indicator to the wear and tear on the roof and usually holds testament to the age. So the next thing that I want to point out is going to be your lack of drip edge flashing. So drip edge by code is a 2x2 inch L-shaped metal flange that would go really 2 inches here over the fascia and then 2 inches back into the shingle. And what that does is simply encapsulates all the eaves and rakes, protects you from any wind driven rain, ice damming runoff, and ultimately water migration. So back when the home was built, that wasn't code, but is now. So in the event of replacement, it will have to be put on. Now, the wear and tear on this roof is definitely, you guys know it, you know it needs to be done. But what I really wanted to point out was even on the lower part here, there's all these nails that are popping through the shingles. When nails start to do that, you know that the life of the roof is definitely past. This one has come through the shingle and is already popped out and is no longer in the roof itself. So again, another one. Let me make my way up onto the major slope. You've also got head wall metals here. I'll cover this up with what's called a beauty course. We don't like this head wall metal exposed. It's got all these seams and nails. These should all be sealed with a weatherized epoxy, really to even pass any Colorado roof inspection. Now, of course, you guys know it. The wear and tear on the roof, the ridges, when it does this, is just lack of ventilation. This is obviously the garage, and I know in the summer it definitely gets hot. So, getting onto the roof, again, one of those nail heads popping out. The wear and tear up here is really bad. When you start to see fraying and fiberglass coming through the end of this, that means a lot of rains, a lot of snow and whatnot. Your south-facing slope is really the worst slope out here. So you've got lots of thermal cracking that's happening on these. And when thermal cracking happens, it's due to ventilation. Not enough air coming in from the bottom and then exiting out the top. Now, you have a perfect candidate for what's called a ridge vent. Ridge vent would go all the way end to end and it would create a convection. Air coming in from the bottom and going out the very top would actually create the Bernoulli effect and suction, pulling any of that air out of the attic space. So there is some hail up here. First thing an adjuster would be looking for is collateral damage. It simply signs and indicators to the soft metals that there has been a storm in the area. Now, you can see a couple of the indentations right here and here and whatnot. I didn't have chalk, so I didn't bring that. Your boot jacks are splitting. So for a while now, that's been letting water into the system. I do definitely believe, in my professional opinion, that it is time that you know what your options are. For lack of a better term, this roof is definitely shot and does need a full replacement. Oxidation coming off of the flue pipe here, that's always an indicator as well. That really, the heat coming out of this, plus the rain and whatnot, it creates all that oxidation. So the south facing slope is definitely the worst. If you can hear my footsteps, it's very crispy underfoot. And that definitely means age. Believe it or not, you've got some shingles that are broken away from the roof down there and whatnot. So this definitely needs to be replaced. Again, Andy Taylor with Red Rock Roofing. I very much appreciate the opportunity to get out here, bring it up to speed. That boot jack down there is split and it's a steep part of the roof. I don't want to go all the way down there. But yeah, I'm glad you called us out to help. I do appreciate the opportunity to help, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off.